This program is brought to you through the kind support of the Friends of That's What She Said. Support BCTV by visiting bctv.org/support.
It used to be great, now it's not so great, but it's still pretty great. Reading. Ate pretzels nonstop and pot pie no top. More dessert till we drop. Perks. Did they really say that? They did not say that. Yeah, they did say that. That's what she said.
Hello, everybody. This one. Okay, sorry. I already forgot. That was 5 minutes ago. All right. Hi, everybody. I am Sheila. That's what she said. We are so glad to be back after 2 months. We want to remind you that you can give us a call at 610-378-0426. And you can also tweet us at She Tweets to Me on Twitter. So I'm Sheila. We have Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
Sarah.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
And Jane on the iPad.
Hello, darlings.
Isn't that so
How are you?
We're
Techno
good.
Jane.
We missed you. We're so glad you're joining us on the iPad.
Oh, it's so nice to be with you.
It is. Where are you right now?
I am in beautiful La Crosse, Wisconsin.
That's great. Do they have a lot of cheese there?
Well, you're not here.
Oh, it's cold, I know. All right.
Yes, we have an ice storm going on at the moment.
Oh, gosh. Well, you stay safe.
I shall.
And stay inside. It's too cold out there. You're too pretty for that.
Well, thank you, darling. We should all stay warm and toasty.
Definitely. I agree. And we are right now. We're in here.
I'm warm
and
and
it's
toasty.
Under the lights.
Yeah, it's finally not freezing outside. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, we had Christmas decorations out. We had a big blow up Santa, and I mean it was 10 feet tall. And so we went to take it out after Christmas, and it was so cold we couldn't get the stakes out of the ground. They'd frozen.
Oh gosh.
So we're
So
standing out there
Santa's still there.
No, when there was that break in the weather and that 65-degree day, I went out for groceries. I come back, and Santa's laying over the railing. And my husband's like, I had to get it out before it froze again.
Good job, Jesse. That's awesome.
He's drying off on the railing.
He'll be back next year, no worries. Well, we have a lot of stuff on the plate here, so let's figure out what
Let's dive in.
let's dive in.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what? That's right. Martha is not with us today. Martha is feeling under the weather. We do hope she's watching, and we hope she feels better soon.
Love you, Martha.
And we would love it if you called us, Martha, if you're watching.
If you're well enough.
Yeah. Nicole made an observation, a false observation, actually, that Martha has not missed the show since we started. Or was it Jamie that did?
Jamie
It was
that did
Jamie.
it. You throw me under the bus
Sorry.
for it. What the heck?
Sorry.
I made the observation that
That's
she had.
true. That's right. Jamie thought that Martha had not missed the show, but Nicole noticed that she did when she had her knee surgery. I, however, have not missed the show ever. It's not crazy.
Well.
I was late that one time when I was getting my hair done for a competition. I raced in here with 5 pounds of makeup on my face and 10 pounds of hairspray. That was something else. And Jamie took those pictures and he put them everywhere. I was like, oh, good. That's great. But yeah, it's kind of cool. We've been on the air 6 years this month.
That's crazy.
Can you believe it?
That's crazy.
Is this our 6-month anniversary? Our 6-year anniversary?
It is.
My goodness, happy
Facebook
anniversary.
reminded me. Our video came out. It popped up from 2012.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe they've been letting us do this for 6 years.
Right? I'm glad they
Here's to
have.
6 more.
Well, indeed.
Right? 6 more.
What else would we do every fourth Monday of the month?
Right? Well, there's these women's march going on.
Oh, yes.
Could we possibly do that? What do we think about this women's march that's going on?
in the room. Around
Yeah.
the table.
When's it? What, January 20th it was, right?
Yeah, it was over the weekend. I have several friends and colleagues who went to various locations. I know a couple that went to D.C., a couple that went to Philly. And they said the crowds were sizable. They're not sure if they were the same sizes as last year, but, there was still a lot of passion, a lot of desire to make a difference. And, they came back feeling quite empowered.
Good.
So,
See,
proud of these ladies.
I had heard that it was actually bigger than the original one.
It could have been.
I would hope so. I would hope that it's just growing.
If there were different locations, I'm sure at
That might
some
be,
point,
yeah,
some
yeah.
groups were bigger than
Yeah.
they had been in the past. But I definitely saw some pictures. I was scrolling through social media this weekend, and I saw a lot of people attended the various marches, and I think that's pretty cool.
It was cool. I like to see the signs that people come up with. They're fantastic. People are so creative. It makes me so happy.
People are creative. I mean, at a previous march, they had those pink hats.
Yes.
Which, in fact,
pink hats.
that's something that we can probably discuss too, is the backlash about the
Yeah,
hats.
I had no idea about
either.
this until I saw it on the list, and then Jamie informed me because one of the other items on the list took my mind away. But we'll get to that one.
We'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
It's like a little cliffhanger,
Right.
But the fact that the pink color is not representative of the color of all women's experience.
Daisies.
And to that I say, look, they're
Self-experience, I think.
They're like fingerprints. They're all different. Like either we're all different or we all banner under one color. Just, don't lose the forest for the trees in this and realize what they represent. Like there's a bigger meaning
It's
here.
symbolic. It's not
yes.
about the color. Nobody's is hot pink. Most of those hats are hot pink.
I mean, no.
So let's not go there. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean,
It's
Jamie,
just a symbol.
Yeah,
It's
Jamie
hat.
made a good point. He's like, look, if it's bothering you that much, just go to Joanne Fabric, color match, and do what you need to do. I agree. What else?
Make
can
your
you
own
get here?
color hat.
If you want to
whatever
make a
color you
difference,
want.
but you're hung up on the color of that stinking hat, just do what you need to do.
Make your adjustment. I agree. Oh, man.
But if I may, this is an ongoing problem with we liberals, and I think I can lump us all into that sort of little clump there, this group of ladies. We find the stupidest things to divide us. When we should be uniting, we argue about the color of the pink pussy hat.
Yeah.
And
Jamie told us not to say that word.
oh, well, I'm sorry. Well, that's what they're called.
That's what they're called. You're right.
The hats.
I mean, Martha
That's what
said
they're
it too,
called.
so.
Anyway, yes, Martha said it as well on the last time we talked about this. But I mean, if we keep looking for things to divide us, we're never going to actually get anywhere because we spend our time arguing amongst ourselves, and it's just over the silliest things. And there's so many big issues that we just need to deal with.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We need to stop losing the actual goal for all these little side skirmishes that we bring up. Like everyone just gets offended. We just gotta stop that.
Stop being so sensitive.
On a side note, if you ever watched Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse, remember that show?
Yes,
And
totally.
he had the secret word of the day. Yes. I think that needs to be the secret word of the day. So whenever it's said, we all just lose our minds for a second. I'm really into this.
Well, Jamie already has, apparently.
For sure. That's all right. It was an isolated incident. It's all good. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that these women are marching for. That Time's Up movement.
Which is now sort of merged into the Me Too.
Yeah, that's huge right now. It's been huge. I mean, it's just getting.
It's gaining momentum.
It's
Yes.
gaining momentum. I think it's I don't know how to say this. I have conflicting feelings about it. I believe the time is ripe for us to stand up, and everyone has a Me Too story. When it came out on Facebook, everyone was sharing one. I have one, but I did not feel compelled to share it on social media. It is mine. It is private, and I didn't want to. I don't know. Is that wrong? But but at the same time, I think we need to also be cautious that we aren't,
Witch hunting?
Witch hunting.
Yeah.
Thank you. Am I wrong in that? To fear that aspect of it, that we just begin to, we become,
Particularly
that
famous
we
people
become the
that are
crucible,
like,
and it just, it's like everybody. So.
Well, I think we're losing the sight, the line between a catcall and a
Being
physical sexual
inappropriate.
attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And
correct.
I think we need to redefine that line.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
I
people
can
are
agree with that.
unclear of that. Like, some people think hard to get or whatever. I mean, it's all relative, but you got to know when there's a limit.
Indeed.
And I guess we're getting there, maybe.
I think everything that is done happens in fits and starts and steps forward and steps backward and missteps. And, as long as we, once again, keep our eye on the prize and what the real goal is and what it should be, then, and we don't lose ourselves for the side issues, then we should get there. We should get there.
Progress is always messy.
Progress is messy. It always gets worse before it gets better. So
Nothing.
let's
worthwhile
hope that this
ever
is
easy.
about as worse as it gets and that we're going uphill from here, right? We'll find out. We'll see. All right, well, we have something to lighten things up. That was a pretty heavy
right.
topic. So I have a movie pick. Let's roll that tape.
Oh,
It's Sheila's not necessarily current movie picks.
Current part cracks me up.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's not current. The one I did pick, it actually is not current, and
so
it's
wonderful.
and it's not like very seasonal. I picked, and this was on TV the other day. Beetlejuice.
Oh, such a
I love Beetlejuice, right? Who doesn't love Beetlejuice? Everybody,
Just love it.
yeah, about the ghost. Well, what is it? It's a family that moves into a house that's inhabited by ghosts.
ghosts.
The people
Yes.
that formerly owned it, and they want to get rid of the ghosts, so they call Beetlejuice.
The people
daughter.
who had lived there that died, they want to get rid of the living.
They
so
call
they
Beetlejuice.
call on
Yeah, that's
Beetlejuice.
what it is. I forgot. I got
And it
myself
just
messed up.
spirals down and to
Yeah,
lot of
madness.
names.
Michael
lot of big names in that
Keaton-ness.
movie,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
love
is a
that
big,
movie.
Same.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites, and I watch it as often as it comes on.
You know my favorite part in that whole movie?
What's that?
Is when Beetlejuice is shrunk down and put in like the fake area with like the fake grass
Yeah.
and stuff, and he kicks the tree over and he goes, "Nice effing tree." I'm sorry, but I lose it every time. At that moment, and I
so
like in my
funny.
head, I wish that it wasn't scripted and that he just did it. Like in my mind, I
might
think
have.
that. I hope so.
It's totally possible.
It's just genius comedy. I just love it. I
I've
love
seen that
it.
movie 1,000 times, and every time during that dinner scene where the hand pops up and pulls our faces down, I still jump. I know it's coming. I brace for it. I still go through the room.
Yeah, that's the best. That's one of my favorites. So I figured, why not? Let's bring out an old one.
That's a
In
good
fact,
one.
I've
Good one.
barely
That's a good
reviewed
one.
like new ones, but that's my pick.
That's fantastic. Your
Right.
homework is to go watch that movie now.
Everybody should watch Beetlejuice for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Such a good movie.
If you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen it in a while, watch it again. It's such a good movie.
It
It
is.
just really is.
And it's always better the next time you see it. Like, it just gets better.
There's something
That's
new out every
my
time you
thing.
watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
And it's and Winona, is that Winona
Yes,
Ryder?
Winona
Yeah,
Ryder.
she plays
Yes.
the daughter.
Yeah,
And
Winona
Gina
Ryder.
Davis and
Gina Dog.
Alec Baldwin. Isn't it Alec Baldwin?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's right.
So many good names.
Oh, it's like all-star cast. This
It
great.
is.
So good.
The mom from Home Alone.
That's right. Big hair.
Yep. So many.
There is nothing wrong about that movie.
So
lot of
everybody
right.
go out and watch Beetlejuice. All right, roll that tape.
It's Sheila's not necessarily current movie picks.
Something else that there's nothing wrong with.
My song. I love my song.
Nothing wrong with your song.
Ladies, what do we think about onesies for men?
Oh,
Well, you know, when my son
why?
when David was a year old, they were perfect, but I'm not going to encourage them in his future life.
What do you think, Jane?
I think a man with a certain type of body looks very cute in a onesie. I think many men shouldn't wear them.
Okay, that makes sense. You know what?
They certainly
think
look comfortable.
That's what I was going to say. I don't have one, but I would wear one if I had it. I would definitely own one. I think I don't think you're ever too old to be comfy. Why? Like you're wearing that in your house, right?
So like a onesie.
But-
You don't have to look good in your house. Why can't I wear it?
Is this onesie referring to the ones
Yes.
that you would wear out of your
like
home?
a bodysuit or like something
Like
at home?
the
That's a
short,
good question.
the short end shirt kept together, kind of. Is that like the romper, the male romper? Is that what we're
Yes.
talking about? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
well, that's
so we're not
different.
something
I
that
thought
stays
it was
in the
talking
privacy
about
of your own
pajamas. Okay, let me recant my statement.
This is El Publico with these things.
Okay, then no.
No one wants to see
I
that.
thought we were talking about like footy pajama onesies, like for babies. I didn't realize we were talking about rompers. No, not acceptable. That's different. Yeah, I really thought we were talking about pajamas. And I was like, why can't women wear that? Well, I get it. They can't. No rompers.
I mean, you know, we put all this stuff out about like, you know, you go
Equality.
wear what you want and you rock it.
But
so
no.
you know what, gentlemen, you want to wear a romper, you do you.
You just have to be an inside friend then, not an outside friend.
And make sure all of you who are friends with Sheila get one and wear it the next time you all go out to dinner.
Inside friends, not outside.
Take lots of selfies.
Wear your romper over to Sheila's for stew.
You can wear anything you want to my house. I only judge a little. Very little.
Oh, you liar.
I know, right? I judge a lot. I don't. I'm kidding. You would wear a romper maybe to like a country club? Reading Country Club?
I love how you transitioned into that.
You see what I did there?
Nice romper with a fitted jacket.
And perhaps a tie.
Maybe a cane. Who
The
knows?
segues. You like my segues?
I think from now
Ooh.
on, my goal is to put topics together to try and like figure out how you're going to segue between them.
Allow me to blow your mind. Speaking of mind blown, why don't we have any wine? What
I'm
is
not
this?
sure.
Because
Oh,
Martha
what do you
usually
have there?
pours for us. Martha, we can't
Allow
do
me.
this without
apart
you.
I am the
without it.
bartender
We are
of the group.
incapable
I've got this.
of getting drunk without Martha.
That's not true. We
You have no
a licensed
alcohol?
bartender in our midst. I can fix this.
I gotta teach tomorrow.
I don't. Go ahead.
Good.
Okay.
And Jane, if you were here, we would give you one with a straw.
Did you just pour on the floor?
Wait,
for
what are
me?
you drinking?
We are drinking Chardonnay, Yellowtail
Oh,
Chardonnay.
okay. I thought for a moment there we were actually doing a show without alcohol, and
That's
that
what I
doesn't
thought. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that won't do.
All how you start
Start
off the year,
over.
Jane.
All right.
Yeah,
All's
we're
right
good
with the
now.
world. We're all drinking. Good.
We're all drinking. We're good now.
I hear Chardonnay is a perfect drink for an ice storm in Wisconsin.
It is. However, I'm having Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke,
Also applicable to the situation.
right?
It warms my soul. What little is left of it.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Let's rewind a bit to those country clubs because I used to make a lot of Jack and Cokes at those country clubs. I did. I worked at Reading
But
Country
not
Club
for
for
right
years.
now. You won't be. Yeah.
Well, they're closed
Sheila,
now.
never
Viva's
loved you
closed.
more. Yeah, I mean, I was just.
No, this is serious. I really did make a lot of Jack and Cokes there.
I'm not doubting it, but I'm saying to Sarah out there is like, I got married at Reading Country Club.
That's so cool. I probably served at your wedding. I'm not even kidding.
The night before my wedding, my family hosted like our side of the family thing at Viva.
Oops.
My baby shower was at Viva.
You may have. No,
I'm tapped on venues now. If anything
Yeah.
else big
Venture
happens
out.
in my life, I don't know where to go.
Well, I hear Reading Country
Sheila's
Club
house.
is not. Yeah, I got you. The Reading Country Club is not closed. They were going to be reopening with somebody else.
Yes.
So they're not
it's
a lost
just
cause. Viva is just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
Viva's-
that's sad.
It is sad.
It is sad.
You know, a lot
It
of people
was-
lost their jobs.
And it was a big restaurant. It was always busy.
An awesome
and-
location. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah, I enjoyed going there. So
Me too.
I'm kind of bummed about it, but
Yeah.
See what happens.
yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm staying quiet.
Oh, you don't love them?
I was not a fan of Viva.
That's a shame.
Well, I always found it a little overpriced and not
It
not
was overpriced.
not good enough for the price.
I got you.
Plus,
Okay.
I
the wait staff was always way overtrained. It's like if I tell you to not bother me, don't bother me.
They're a little in your face, I know.
Yes.
They do.
Eager.
They want that tip.
I think they went through a lot of changes. They were constantly changing the menu, and it just didn't seem stable for like the last several years.
Yeah, and that was something that I think, because to be honest, I haven't been there in several years, maybe 3. And it could be that I've had a child, but I think that's part of it, because I was saying I used to love to go there and just do like the tapas and like a flight of something, and that was great. And then they just disappeared, and it became a whole different menu and not necessarily something that I was interested in.
I'm just reading our tweets here.
Jane was starting to say something.
Heather has tweeted us. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Heather's enjoying your laugh, Sarah. When you laugh so hard that you look like you're going to cry.
Because I haven't snorted yet, so.
Keep
I'm
drinking.
getting there.
Keep drinking. Let's see. Let's get that snort. I'm just kidding. Jane, I heard you have a surprise topic for us.
I do. Roll that tape.
Roll that.
Well, I was thinking the other day, after my late husband threw me out of the house, I was somewhat destitute, and now these were earlier times, but I had to do a lot of hitchhiking. And I think it was probably safer in those days. Not that it was completely safe. But I was wondering, has anyone ever done any hitchhiking? Have you either hitchhiked or picked up a hitchhiker?
Well, I have not picked up anybody, and I have not hitchhiked. However, I did run out of gas once, turning into the parking lot where the gas station was. So I was a little bit desperate, and some gentleman with his wife and 2 infant children in car seats pulled up and said, "Did you run out of gas? I can take you to the gas station." I was desperate. I got in the car with a complete stranger, got my gas, and I was off. So, yeah.
Well, then you have hitchhiked.
I guess so. Like a mile. Like I was turning into Wawa. I was at the light right in front of Wawa, and my car sputtered out. So, I mean, I could have probably just tucked and rolled out of the car if I had to, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I did. I guess I hitchhiked to Wawa.
No, I watched a lot of Unsolved Mysteries as a child.
Right? So did I.
And Dateline. So
I
that's pretty
definitely
much-
hesitated.
and my mother put the fear in me, so no, I've never done it.
My mother wasn't watching.
No, and if you saw a hitchhiker, you lock the doors and just look straight ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that same note. I've seen people on the side of the road. I'm like, oh, they might kill me.
He looks safe. No, never mind.
I rarely stop for people.
Now, if you would have
sorry.
seen me walking by the side of the road looking forlorn, you would have picked me up, wouldn't you?
Oh my.
Maybe.
All right, then. I'm glad I have a car now.
Aw. Well, I would pick you up. It really
thank you.
depends on who you are. Like,
If it's somebody I know, you
Maybe.
know, like
if
I'd be
she's
like, yeah,
glamorous or
I
if he's
knew you.
handsome, I'll pick you up. No, I'm just kidding.
And or if you're super fancy, yeah.
Super.
Yeah, if you're fancy, I'll definitely pick you up.
I sometimes coming, because our school is on a hill, so I'm coming down the hill to go to 23, and there will be sometimes students walking down that section will be like, oh, poor kid, I should, nope, you walk.
Don't get involved.
You're
Keep on
young.
going.
You're young.
Get your steps in.
Get your steps and count them. That's so
All right,
funny.
roll that outro.
Maybe I'm It's just really small.
I know, right?
It's Grinch sized.
That's all right. It's all good. I'm a little black-hearted myself. And speaking of
At least you
black-hearted,
have.
speaking of black-hearted, what about those 13 children locked in the house by their parents?
Oh.
That's a rough one. Yeah, that
Just
was.
when you think you've heard it all. I mean, really.
And these were not just kids.
No,
These were like
like-
almost like 29-year-olds.
How the youngest was very young, correct?
Baby
Baby,
aged,
yeah.
Oh,
like
really?
toddlers.
Yes, yeah. It's,
Oh, I thought the youngest was like 6, which
No.
is still not
Yeah, no,
great,
baby, I think
but-
I think it was younger than 6.
And then
It
the oldest one was
toddlers.
like 28.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. That's I mean, and I saw a photo of the whole family, and you know, it looks like they definitely set these kids up to never question their authority. And I was listening to an interview that a cousin or the sister of the wife did, and she's like, yeah, we used to see them at Disneyland all the time, and then that stopped, and then I could Skype, but the kids could only talk one at a time, and then I wasn't even allowed to talk to them anymore. And then my sister said that she was leaving the church, and they were going to try all of this stuff, and and she's like, oh, the older kids are old enough, they can take care of the younger kids, so we're going to go out drinking and partying now, and it's just a really messed up situation.
It's very twisted.
And it's things like this, stories like this, bother me on a very deep, like primal level, because when children are involved and you've been given this precious gift of a child, if you're not going to do what you should do to be right for that child, then you either should not have that child or you should give it to somebody who will take care of it. But do not be so full of yourself that you think that you're going to do a good job if that's what you're
older children take care of, and they're not even taking it.
No, they're all chained up.
How could they take care of them?
Yeah.
Do you know what the real lesson is?
What's that?
Never trust a man in a bowl cut.
Yeah, well, there's that one too.
That's true.
Wow, yeah, the hair is...
Yes, they all have that. It was unreal, and I think we're just getting the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, there's gonna be more. I
think as the older kids are able to put their testimony together, we are going to hear some awful, awful things, and my heart is already breaking for all of them.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of media coverage on this story. And I just hope they don't,
I hope it doesn't die down. I hope it brings attention to this situation because I'm sure there's more out there.
There has to be
other families out there. People just need to speak up if they see something.
Yeah, and I think another lesson on this is, be vigilant of your neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there are neighbors who were like, yeah, we thought it was weird that we never saw the kids. Well,
report it. Yes.
I have to confess, I don't even know my neighbors. Like, I never know my neighbors. I don't. Like, unless I've known out of my entire adult life, I've known 2 neighbors.
I'm like, really? Oh, I love my neighbors.
I know all of you.
Not me. If they don't say anything to me, I don't say anything. Mind your own business.
Eyes down over there.
Yeah.
I see you wanting to bring me a welcome plate.
Don't you
Flip
dare.
it around, take it back.
Swerve. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. No, my neighbors do not bring me welcome plates. I'm not that type, I don't think. They probably think I'm that type. They change your kid because you don't see me. Like I sneak in and out of my own house.
You're like, I think somebody lives there, but I'm not sure.
Creep.
What? We think
I think somebody's in there, but I'm not sure.
And good. That's how I want it.
We think she's witness protection because
So many people think that. I'm not even kidding. It's embarrassing. I'm like, really? Yep,
Wait,
mafia. I'm like, what? Mafia?
You're in witness protection.
That's what some people think. I'm like, well, you're crazy. People are crazy. They're so suspicious.
Sheila can protect herself.
I feel like this is a segue into something else.
It's not.
Speaking of,
Speaking of, right? No, I'm not segueing. No, but we do have another topic. There was a big deal kind of in Hawaii, right? With the false alarm.
Oh yes, I'm like,
yes.
what? Yes.
Yeah.
The false.
There's so much.
Like what happened in Hawaii?
Like,
I know.
I'm on overload. Yeah.
I can't get my head around.
Like what happened in Hawaii now, right? This false alarm.
I need a vacation.
Yeah, these kids, like everybody was hiding, going underground.
Yeah, they're terrified.
Yeah.
They thought this was like a nuclear disaster.
There was a story of a father who was like shielding over his children so that if it happened, he'd get the blast first. Like,
sad.
I have friends that live in Hawaii.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh gosh. Were they scared?
I think so. It actually happened on my friend's birthday who lives there.
Happy birthday to them.
Happy birthday. End of the world. But yeah, I mean, and you don't know for a while whether it's true or not.
Even after you're told it's not true, you still have to be.
The news is a little bit crazy right now.
Yeah, I'd have been doing what it took to survive too. It's just like another in a long string of like today and crazy. Like this is what happens, and it really is getting tiring. Like I can't take the crazy anymore.
Like this is real life.
I need.
Do we all remember when there was a dull news day or even a dull news week?
No.
Yeah, they're like, we got
When was
nothing,
that?
so here's a
Wasn't
squirrel
that
water
nice?
skiing. Like, I would like to see that again.
I would settle for dull, where there's no news is good news. Sometimes it would be nice to hear nothing.
Like
Something
It's
superficial,
becoming
please.
the point that when these things happen, it's still upsetting, but it's not as shocking as it used to be, and that's
like,
that's sad.
Yeah, it really is, because it does desensitize these events that are quite tragic that are happening. It's just like you can't, you can't get your head around it, and it's just, I don't know. It's frightening.
Yeah,
it's frightening
it is
to me.
It is
where,
frightening.
where we are in this, but Hawaii.
That's almost it. We're in this grand era of desensitization. And
Exactly.
we need to be very aware of that.
That makes me worry. Like, if anything ever would happen, would they not believe the alerts because they had this huge false alarm? Would they just disregard anything that comes following this?
I mean, I have to say, I maybe because I'm paranoid in so many ways, but I worry about stuff like this.
I'd pay even more attention to alerts. Like,
I mean,
that would set off my inner alarm. That would make me like super vigilant.
Yeah, I mean, what if it escalated? What if, even though it was a false alarm, it had escalated because people didn't keep cool heads, or there were these other things, and then all of a sudden we're in a situation we can't walk back from. Like, you don't walk back from that.
Nope.
Yeah. Thank goodness our quote unquote president was off playing golf, because goodness knows if he had been in the White House, what would have happened had that report come in.
Yeah, I'm trying so hard not to allow this presidency to become normalized, because it is not.
It is not.
And I get it. I get it now. People wanted to shake things up, and they wanted a non-politician and someone who was going to speak for them. I get that you wanted that. This is not that. This is not that. But it's there are problems with politics, but the real problem that exists, this is my soapbox right now, is that instead of all of us fighting with each other like, oh, dirty Dems, oh, Republicans, or whatever we're calling them these days, why don't we put all of that aside? It's like what's happening with the Super Bowl right now. It's like, my team against your team. At the end of the day, what really affects change is you getting up off of your duff and doing something about it. Like, working with people and making it positive. Not saying, well, my person's going to do this and my person's going to do that. No, they're not. You're going to do it. So you go forth and make the difference that you want to see. And don't allow things like this to be normalized. You want to fix politics? Fix yourself. Get started. Start doing things that make things better, and start blaming everything on everybody else.
Fix yourself. I love how you just said that.
Fix yourself. And then treat yourself.
That's right. Treat yourself.
You'll deserve it.
All right, everyone have a drink.
Everyone have a drink.
I'm gonna have
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what else we have on the plate here. Government shutdown.
Oh, that segues nicely, actually.
Which now it just ended.
Yeah.
It did. Good.
Yeah, so like 2 hours ago, I think it was.
For 30
Oh,
days
good.
or whatever it is.
I was at work,
And then
so I
we'll
did
have
not
it
know
again.
that. I had no clue. I just got out of work right before I showed up here, so I haven't
Changing
seen the
fast.
news since,
No,
I don't know.
it popped up while
8
we were
a.m.
talking.
Good. That's excellent.
Progress.
Yeah, that could have been like a huge disaster.
Progress for 30 days.
It's something. 30 days.
Remember what we talked about at the earlier part of the show? Like, progress is slow.
And messy.
Missteps,
it
back
gets
steps.
messier before it gets better.
Indeed.
And it will. We'll see what happens.
This
I
was
mean,
a step forward.
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Hopefully, no harm, no foul. We'll see.
Yeah.
I just find it offensive that the Congress gets paid during a government shutdown.
Yeah, why?
I do too. And
What makes them exempt?
And I have friends whose husbands and friends who are serving in the military, they continue to serve without pay.
Without pay. And it's not an option for them not to serve.
So, they've got no choice. They continue to do what they need to do with no compensation, and, while other people throw a tantrum and still get paid. So there's that.
That's disheartening.
It is disheartening. But once again, the change starts with us. We have
You're right.
to be angry enough to exact change about it
You're right.
and demand more of our politicians.
Yeah. You know who's demanding more these days? The Wilson teachers.
Handle you. I can't.
These are art.
Listen,
Your art.
I can weasel my way into or out of any conversation. And no matter what the topic, you'll see. You'll find out. But yeah, the Wilson teachers, I mean, they're striking.
Have we heard, are they actually striking? Have we heard?
I
did the vote
don't
come
know.
down?
I haven't
The
heard.
vote was at 7:30 or something, wasn't it?
Last I heard, they were back in negotiations. I was stalking someone on Facebook about it.
That's how I've been getting, like, from Wilson teachers on Facebook. They've been posting, but I haven't seen anything as of today, so I don't really know what's going on. I hope they don't strike. I mean, striking is not really good for anybody.
No,
for
striking
students
it doesn't serve anybody, but it's wrong to blame the teachers for the strike. Stand with you, teachers. You have to understand that there's two sides to a story,
Right.
and people have needs,
You're right.
and people want to compromise if compromise is allowed. So I hope that cooler heads will prevail, and we don't have a Wilson strike.
I hope that also.
agree.
Yep, we'll see. I mean, we'll keep watching the news. Hopefully by this time next month, it'll be all said and done, right? Hopefully by this time tomorrow, we'll see.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, I mean, we will see by
We'll
tomorrow.
see. Yeah, we will. Yeah, so let's see. Now, we just spoke about our president here, but what do we think, deep down in his heart? Do we think he's a little bit of a racist or not?
Oh.
Do we think he's just inarticulate, or is he an actual racist?
I think he's definitely inarticulate. I think he's an elitist. I think that it's not just that he's racist. He thinks everybody's below him.
I think you're right. I don't think it's about color or race or anything.
No.
I think here's the question. I don't know that he's necessarily a racist, but he has discovered that catering to the racists in this country is a great political tool. So I think, in some ways, that makes him a racist.
An opportunist.
Opportunist, for sure.
Indeed, but I think if you cater to that sort of mindset, you have to accept that you're part of that mindset.
Yeah.
I mean,
agree
like
with
you
you.
probably
I
agree with it on a small level, even if it's
Indeed.
not like your main mind frame. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, it means you sort of probably agree with it somewhere.
And especially being the president of the United States, saying the things that he says, it's wrong, but yet you continue to just blow the mind with the things that you say, and it's
he's doing
hurtful
it on
and it's
purpose.
horrible, and it's just stop yourself. Every time I turn on the news, there's something else that he said that's completely inappropriate and hurtful
On Twitter.
Yeah. And again, you're the president of the United States.
Show
Stop.
some restraint.
Yes.
You have to show some restraint.
Yes.
You can't just
Show some
blurt
respect.
out everything you think.
Yep.
But you think that with everything with every new offensive tweet that comes out, you think, this is the one. This is the one that did it.
And
This
it's
is the
not.
one that
Yep.
you can't come back from. You can't walk the line back
And
on
then he
this.
does it again.
But then the line shifts forward for him, and then he pushes it again and pushes it again, and like we're just like, oh well, that's terrible. He shouldn't have said it. We'll wait till he says the next terrible thing.
It's even
And
worse.
say it again.
And
You shouldn't have said it.
it's another step forward in terribleness. And once again, where does the line actually stop?
Yeah.
And like what you were saying, Jane, with him utilizing that subset of people, I think it goes back to the fact that he thinks everyone's below him, and people are just there to use for his gain and his benefit. It's a game for him. What can I do? Where can I push myself by using people that'll get me where I want to be?
Yep, I would agree totally with that.
So I think he's an everythingist.
Everything is,
It is now.
yeah.
Coined free.
I agree. And everything is. I'm going to remember this word. I'm going to use it often.
I'll post it tonight.
Everything is.
The phrase of the day.
We're gonna make this happen.
We should make it happen.
Fetch.
Right. Fetch. Well, I have had enough about talking about him.
Yes.
So
on to
let's
happy
rewind a little bit. Last month was Christmas, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Did we get what kind of Christmas gifts did we get? Anything like that was your favorite Christmas gift? Did you get anything, Jane? That was your favorite?
I was on the road, so I got a lovely vacation in Seattle.
That's
Oh.
nice.
Very nice.
That was my Christmas gift.
Got some time off in
And
there.
how is Seattle at Christmas?
It is delightful, although I will say that in the city of coffee, on Christmas Day, it's darn hard to find a cup of coffee.
Seattle is the city of coffee. Why did I not know
That's where
that?
Starbucks started. I
Yes.
saw the original Starbucks.
That's amazing. Starbucks. I did not know this. You took
Oh,
me on
yes,
tour.
it's delightful, and they're all over the place, except they're all closed. on Christmas
Whoops.
Starbucks employees deserve Christmas.
They need time off too.
Well, they do, but everyone needs a cup
But
of
not when
Christmas.
you're trying to have coffee. I get it.
I understand.
I got mad the other day because Dunkin' Donuts was closed. I thought that was the city of coffee. But that's just my personal opinion. Starbucks
What'd you
makes
get
me
for
mad.
Christmas, Sheila?
I didn't get anything. I didn't need
What do you
anything.
mean you didn't get anything?
I mean, I did get some stuff, but I mean, I didn't. You know, I don't really do Christmas, so like I don't. That's not my thing. But I did get a few nice things. You know, I got some Christmas trinkets and stuff.
Ooh, trinkets.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had a few things here and there. I had nothing
Nice.
spectacular, but it was nice.
I got a great cookbook that I'm excited to. I love the movie Waitress. It's a movie with Carrie Russell. I love Carrie Russell. Fantastic.
do know that. Now that you say
such a
Carrie
good movie.
Russell, now I
And now
remember.
it's a musical on Broadway. And
Oh.
in my Taste of
I didn't
Home
know.
magazine, they had a pie, and they had a little picture of a cookbook in the corner that talked about this book that was a book of pies based on the recipes from the movie and musical. So I'm flipping through the magazine. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. There's a cookbook. My darling sweet husband went right on the computer that night and bought it.
Oh, no.
And got it.
See,
I know.
oh,
He's the cutest.
Good job.
he is the cutest.
So yeah, so I'm excited to make some pies and do some.
So what is your first pie?
There's a
I want to make pie with you.
okay.
I want to
love
eat the pie.
baking.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
I want to do both.
Pie
Team
party.
sport. Team sport.
Bring your
There's,
camera, Jamie.
There's a couple savory pies in there. I'd like to try one of those first.
Meat pies.
Meat pies.
Uh-oh. All right, Mrs. Lovett. 10 minutes. Mrs. Lovett's meat pies.
Fantastic reference.
Right? That would be fun.
And what did you get for Christmas?
Well, I don't, kind of like you, I really am not into the holidays. My family lives pretty far away. So
Same.
my best friend Edna, we spend every holiday together. So she came over and we did like crab legs and things like that. But also kind of as
Wow.
a Christmas present, I love dogs. It's not a secret. And I foster dogs. So right before Christmas, I got a little foster dog who was paralyzed. And I was going to name him Tiny Tim, but I thought that was too depressing. So he became Clark Griswold.
So
He is the cutest dog I've ever seen. He's so cute, he looks fake. And I'm proud to report he was walking as of Christmas Eve night. So it was a great Christmas gift.
That's so cute.
Awesome. I also
adorable.
feel like from now on we need to have a dog in the studio every filming.
I can provide you.
I don't necessarily agree with that. If we bring Clark, let's bring Clark. I'm
right
okay
here.
with him.
Yeah, I can sit right here.
He's little.
I have a student who just got a corgi,
Aww.
and she's bringing it to school like every day.
The cutest heinies.
They do. They're so round and puffy.
They want so cute.
They are really cute.
I love it.
Now, Sheila,
Yes.
you have loved every dog that we've had on the show.
You're right. I do.
Every time we've had a
I
dog, you
like
have been...
dogs once I get past the meeting them. The meeting them is what I don't really like.
I feel that way about
I do.
people.
I've been afraid of dogs my whole life, so like the meeting them is stressful. Once I get past, I'm like, okay, you're fine. Don't lick me or anything gross like
even look
that.
at me, but we're fine.
You just sit right next to me, let me pet you, and then go away.
I love it.
Be in my vicinity.
I feel
Don't
that
be
way
in
about
my
my cat too. Like I love him to death, but like, okay, I'm gonna pet you now. You go away.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
I'm not an animal person. I try to be, but I'm not. My heart means well. What can I do?
I'm a dog person the way people are with kids, where they're like, oh, I will take you and play with you, and we will have fun, and then give you back to your owner, or your parent. You're
You're
done.
like everyone else's dog.
Yeah. Like I love dogs in theory, but
Not yours.
I don't want one in my house. But I love dogs.
They're a
I
lot
just
of work.
Don't. Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
the work.
But you have cats. They're also a lot of work.
Well, no, I have a cat, and she basically just roams the house and makes weird sounds sometimes. Like she's old, so I think she's getting dementia.
Yeah.
So every once in a while we just hear like, wow, like, Velvet, we're here, and she comes patting it. Did you forget where you were again, honey?
Oh, Velvet.
So she just kind of does her thing, and if she runs out of we're terrible cat parents. She runs out of food in the middle of the night. She's like licking her face, and we're like, "Oh God, all right, we'll give you food." Like she's pretty chill.
That's so funny.
Sits alone. Poor cat.
Poor kitty. Cats are weird. I noticed how weird my cat was because I was trapped at home with him for like days and days in the snow. In fact, this last week I got trapped for 5 daes in a row at home with this cat. I'm like, oh, for crying out loud.
With this
let
cat.
me out. Mine. Yes.
Yours.
Stressful.
Like, don't you have a hobby? Can you go somewhere
His
else?
hobby
do you do all day when I'm not
is to climb on me while I'm doing things. So that I can do things one-handed with a football cat under my armpit and this hand free.
My
terrible.
sister got a Roomba for Christmas. She wanted a Roomba so bad. She got a Roomba for Christmas, and she has 2 cats at home. And her sole mission in life is to get the cats to ride this Roomba. So she turns it on. She's like, "Come on, get on a Roomba."
They're probably too scared.
I think
no.
they are. They are. But I'm hoping it
But it
happens
would be
too.
so cute.
Right? It'd be cool.
I want a Roomba really
Be
badly.
useful, cat. Get on the Roomba.
Right?
Make me an internet sensation.
Not this
I'm
one.
not suggesting this really, but they do make duct tape.
I'll text her.
Yeah, put some tape on the kitty's paws. That would totally work. I like that idea.
Here, kitty.
That's so funny. Poor cat.
This show does not condone
Taping your cat
taping
to
your
the
cat
Roomba.
to the Roomba.
No.
Don't do it.
We want to be very clear.
They frown
there will
upon
be no
that.
taping because of this show.
We may joke, but we won't do it.
Nope, promise not.
Do not tape your pussy to a Roomba.
I knew that was coming.
Need one of those poppers.
I don't have my trumpet with me today, or else I'd be playing a little song right now, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. We should have a magic word every show.
Yes. Magic word, puppies, pajamas. Let's do it. Best show ever.
That would be so funny.
Uh-oh, we're devolving.
Right? We kind of are. Oh, Nicole, what would we do without you?
It's my only dream.
It is.
Don't squash it for her.
She had too many days off in the snow.
I did. Oh my gosh, I had 2 snow days off with a sick child at home.
Oh, good. That's fun.
And who did not want to leave me alone. He's like, "Mommy, I just want to lay with you." And I'm like, "Oh, I love you, but please."
But you're sick. Out. No, I mean,
Quick,
what do you think
save
about?
us with a topic.
Yeah, what do you think about the snow days? Are we getting too cautious about this, like with canceling?
Well, so I'm going to say, back when I went to school, and I grew up in Western PA, where it snows till like June.
Same.
So they would throw the chains on the tires, and you went.
No
And
school
it
cancels
it was rare. I mean, it was like
for
a
ice.
huge thing if it ever happened.
Wow.
Blizzard of '96.
Yeah.
I think I only had like 2 snow
Yeah,
days.
yeah, and it was bad. Like snow would be up to your face, and if you can get if that bus
I
could
remember
get through, you
trains
went.
being on the bus too.
Oh yeah. If not, I would still be trying to graduate high school because we didn't have that many snow days. Is the way it says, and I'm almost 40.
Yep.
So
Wow.
I don't remember a ton of snow days.
no, and even
I
like
don't
delays,
either.
like those were few and far between too.
No, yeah, I don't remember the whole delay thing. I mean, I've like lost a lot of my high school memory.
That was a long
It
time
was a long
ago,
time ago. But yeah, and as a teacher now, like we got the Wednesday snow day, And I could see a delay, but then it was like beautiful sun shining
Yep.
in the afternoon. I'm like, I
Melted.
could have been in school.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
instead now I'm going to be there in June. So I was like very irate. And then somebody posts on this thing of like pictures of buses turned over, and they're like, I'd rather them be overly cautious than have an accident. And I get that feeling too. But
Well, in Reading, a lot of the kids don't take the bus; they walk.
They walk.
and the sidewalks are horrendous.
Yeah.
Like they're icy, so that I get it. It's frustrating for me because that
When
means
I was a
lose
child, we walked to school in hip boots and
it. Hip boots.
uphill
with
both
onions
ways.
on our belts, as was the fashion of the time.
Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. That is.
Yeah.
That, you know what? I think if everybody was on the bus, change would be a thing, but
I don't know if they do that anymore.
They don't do
Dating
that
myself.
I don't know. I don't think they do.
I think everyone's so scared of being sued.
Yes.
I think that's definitely a part of it. And,
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right. Well,
Okay.
Super Bowl. and
Super Bowl. What do we think? The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. That's kind of a big deal.
I would love the Eagles to win.
Well, I think
Yeah.
they have a good chance as long as the other team doesn't want to cheat. But
They
we'll
always
see.
love to cheat.
I heard the other team likes to cheat. I don't know. I don't watch football, so I'm speculating here. This is what I hear. That the other team likes
Yeah.
to cheat.
It's not a rumor.
Yeah, so I mean, is anyone having like Super Bowl party or anything?
No,
Any
my Steelers
favorite
didn't make
Super
it. I
Bowl
stopped
snacks? Oh, really? You checked out? Okay. We only have 2 minutes. My gosh. Okay.
Oh my goodness
so-
gracious!
Do we have,
Where's time
before we
gone?
keep going, do we have any plugs or anything that we want to do? We have 2 minutes left.
I got nothing.
I got nothing,
nothing
either.
either.
Gosh.
What's going on at Genesius?
Genesius, nothing yet.
Okay.
But the Music Man is coming up, I believe.
Ooh.
Music
I like
Man
that
Jr.
show.
It's the kids show.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Barry
there's a lot of-
Manilow is coming to Genesius.
Barry Manilow, yes. No.
Isn't he the music man?
Now
That's a-
I would see.
Don't start that rumor. Barry Manilow is not coming to Genesius.
Oh
I have
no, wait,
nothing to
he
do with
writes the
this.
songs.
He does. He writes the songs. He writes the songs. Yes. It's the Music Man that I believe is coming to Genesius, but not for a while. I believe that's not till February. So I'll definitely shout that out next month sometime.
Next month. Okay.
Yeah, February or March.
Yeah. I thought I had a thought and it went away. I was done. Sorry.
No thoughts?
If you're-
False alarm.
That's all right.
If you're in Fargo tomorrow, Fargo, North Dakota, go see Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, in Fargo. We had the Wizard of Oz here in Reading just a couple of days ago.
That's right.
We did. It was so nice being in Reading.
That's
Although
fun.
I was there after the tour bus left.
They left you?
They did. I've been trying to play catch up since Milwaukee.
That's not
Holy
a city you
mackerel.
want to play catch up in.
No, not at all.
using your card.
All right. Well, we have just another minute left, so we want to remind you that our next show is Monday, February 26th. I'm going blind here. Sorry, it's the bright lights. Monday, February 26th at 9 p.m. We want to thank our crew, Joan, John, Corinne, and Nick, and we will see you next month.
Have a great month.
Bye.